I'm right here. What's up, guys? Professor Phil, Comic Book University. What's up, guys? Oh, man. Sorry. Yeah, what is that, like 14 minutes late, as you could tell? I did take a shower because I was rank, stank, filthy, and just blah. So anyway, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So, just got back from, what is this? Yes, family. Relax, everyone. What's up, Dick? What's going on, dude? Also, Paula, get out of town. Hello, you've got a real name, not just initials. And what do you call it? Hey, has anybody seen Sue-Ann? Because what's up? She just completely fell off the map. A whole week. No here. Okay, so Professor Bill is particularly happy on this day, as you can probably tell, because I was able to finally get my. You saw I put up the explained in a minute for 10 things about. Explained in a minute for, what's her name, Snowguard? Yeah. Problem is I didn't actually have the comic book itself. I had it on digital, remember? And I said I got to go out and get it. They obviously didn't have it at my comic book store because Diamond completely screwed us over. All the comic book stores in the area didn't have it. I was up in Country ComicCon, Cottage Country Con, that thing that you see on the screen there, at the time, and nobody there had it. I went to 2 local comic book stores and a fan store, not technically a comic book store, but they had some comics. They're more memorabilia for comics. But anyway, all 3 of them, they didn't have it. One of them was actually shut down the whole weekend because they were at the Cottage Con and they didn't have anybody else at the store to run the store. So it's like, well, that's cute. So I had no way to get it. And then I found it. Actually, I found it because I called up enough places, and a place in Toronto proper. My wife works in Toronto. She travels. So I got to give them a quick shout out. Red Nails 2. That's the name of the place. They actually had it. And these guys are awesome, man. I got to actually go in there and swing by one of these days because they're awesome. They also gave a bunch of lithographs. And my wife didn't say that I was, super famous on YouTube or anything. But she gave us Star Wars, all the Scotty Young variants. So the Secret Wars. What else you got here? Here's the Death of Wolverine. So like way back in the day. Dude, Scotty Young is freaking hysterical. Here's Groot. You remember he had his series a while ago? It was a great series. What is this? Oh, and then from a bunch of Inhumans. And this is not from Death of the Inhumans, which is coming out and making me cry. Is that not a beautiful picture, Medusa, or what? Oh my God, she is so gorgeous. Like just, oh, wow. And then we got Inferno here. And after that, we got Lash. And then we got Lash vs. Inferno, which that's never going to be an easy fight for Inferno. Just saying. Okay, so I actually got my comic, and I'm ecstatic over that. Hey, Comic Man Jake, what's going on, dude? How you doing? What else we got here? Hey, Raven, comic book... Raven? Oh, Raven's here? I didn't see a good day. Where's my good day? I don't see... Oh, there it is. I knew that's what it's going to be. Over on... Oh, for crying out loud, Nerdarchy, same thing also. You know he's there because, good day. Poison over there doesn't do his same thing he used to do. He used to be like, hello from Kuwait. I'd say something in Arabic to him. He's actually pretty good with the Arabic. Okay, so let me show you off some of the cool things that I got from Country Cottage Con before we go crazy here. Whoa. Tai Bong Dazo, a comic artist, sadly died today. That's messed up. Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. Who did he do? What comics did he do? Young's my favorite cartoonish professor, artist and famous. Serious artist is Alex Ross. Alex Ross is awesome, dude. Hey, Victor, what's going on, dude? Oh, man. I was actually just thinking about you today because I was thinking about Fan Expo. Like, should I go to Fan Expo? My wife loves going. I don't because it's way too crowded. Way too crowded. Country Cottage Con was awesome. It's only their second one they ever did, so it's really small. Anyway, I got this for free. Do you guys remember these? The Marvel Universe books? Oh my God, this was awesome. And these are the ones they actually have the hole punches in it. So you see Apocalypse in the back? And I can actually put these in a binder. This was awesome. I was so I'm just like, whatever, dude. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to show you some things here. It's going to be a little bit nuts to see them, but let's start off with something amazing. I forgot, you see I got my Death of Captain Marvel over here. Yeah, Marvel graphic novel issue number 1. Amazing. Yeah. I was very sad that I forgot to bring that with me. So for $5, I bought this instead. And I got the man himself, Jim Starlin, to sign it. And he's a totally awesome guy. I was wearing my Batman. You can see it on Instagram, the picture that I took with him. I was wearing my Batman Starry Night shirt, and he's like, oh my God, that's probably the coolest shirt I've ever seen. I was like, really? What if I had a cover of the Cult on there, Batman the Cult, which he wrote? He's like, nope, this would still be cooler. I'm like, okay, awesome. I'm never going to take the shirt off. So he's cool people, man. Is it Expo? Yeah, it's Fan Expo time in August. Every August, like sometime in the middle of August. Hey, there's Suzanne. What's going on? Yes, stash time. So that was my first one. Here we go. Anybody? You know what? Brownie points. Who can tell me first appearance of who in this issue? 2001: A Space Odyssey, issue number 1, I believe, of 10. I don't care about the other 9. First appearance of whom? You can kind of get a hint right down here at the bottom. Who is this a first appearance of? I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to come back to it in a little bit. Who is that a first appearance of? I've also got a first appearance here. Origin of Red Wolf. Neil Adams cover. First sold book. It predates Red Wolf number 1. This is Marvel Spotlight on Red Wolf over here. So this is not the first appearance of Red Wolf, period. The Avengers issue has a different Red Wolf. This is an entirely different Red Wolf. There was more than one, but this is a first appearance and an origin of Red Wolf. So not the greatest, but yes, Dick Fillmore, it is the first appearance of Machine Man. Brownie points, bud. This is the first appearance of Machine Man. If you guys don't know what Machine Man looks like, give me a hot moment. Let me pull down the Black Widow, and let me pull out. His most recent awesome appearance was in the Red Hulk comic books. But, yes, this is Machine Man. You guys know him. And there should definitely be an Explained in a Minute up about him. 10 things about. It's just there's not yet, but I'm getting there. Oh, man. Let me put her back up there. What's up, Natasha? How you doing? Okay. I got a Grail. And this is in really good condition. And as you can see, only $30. I got it, guys. I finally got it. What is this, $240? Yep, $340. Issue 340, The Incredible Hulk. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my 2 favorite covers. The other one is that X-Men issue where Wolverine is up on that cross, caught by the Reavers. Anyway, what's a Screamo voice? I don't know what a Screamo voice is, Jake. Yeah, Comic Man Jake. Machine Man will be in Iron Man 3 this summer. Awesome, because Jacasa's in there, and I think that they got married. They're going to get married and have a kid, right? Fall of Mutants crossover also. Yes, that's right. They mention it there. That is one beautiful cover. I'm jelly. Completely jealous of you now? Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Joe. Why is everybody jealous of Joe Fisher? What'd Joe Fisher do? Whoa. What's going on? Oh, hello, Professor Bill in chat. I was dragged into a yard sale. I found Marvel. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh, I hate you so much, dude. I'm ending the podcast. That's it. Goodbye, guys. I'm joking. And Extinction Agenda. Oh, man. Oh, yep. We hate you so much, dude. Okay. Well, I kind of got awesome sauce, too. I hate to try and brag over you, but yeah. And look at that condition, too. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. How you doing? I got it. I got The Demon in a Bottle, issue number 128 of Iron Man, and this is a great cover. Like, barely any. There's a little bit. This isn't going to be considered near mint, but this is easily like fine plus, like very fine plus. There's maybe 6 minor little creases in the binding. Like, that is just, oh my God, I could not believe I found this. I was talking to this guy. Like, literally, I know, right? I'm talking to this, and this is the thing about being personable and not just looking around for yourself. I'm sitting here looking around, I'm like, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, talking and whatnot, and I'm talking to this guy, and he suddenly, 1 million comics, 1,000 plus comics. I forget what it's called, but it's in Alberta. So maybe Comics Boom knows this guy. But oh, come on, come on, PA. Okay, I'm gonna get to that, Jake. I'm gonna get to that because it's a very good one. Yes, Dick Fillmore. Actually, yes. And you're talking about issue number 8 of annual number 8 of, yes, you're right, and I have that over here also. Oh, my kitty. Hello, kitty. I didn't know that you were hiding in here. Hold on, you gotta say hi before you go by. Look, hello. Say hello, Bagel. Hello, hello. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, you really want to go. I understand. Oh, go ahead, my little kitty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yes, I love you too. No, sorry, you can't come back in. Sorry, bye-bye. There's a one-way trip. Anyway, what do you call? I know, my kitty. I love my kitty. So, she's Bagel. I named her Bagel because when she sleeps, she looks like a hairy bagel. I had her since she was 5 weeks old. Yeah, I had her when, like, literally the day that she was able to be adopted. I adopted her. I'm like, yoink. I knew the people personally back in Jersey. Yeah, she's actually a Jersey cat, and I brought her with me up to Canada because I can't run my cat. She's a member of the family, for crying out loud. She's 8 years old now, and she's gorgeous. That put me down. I hate to be the one person who isn't in all of the comics, but did you see No, Victor, I did not see Deadpool 2 yet. Oh, man. My future crazy cat comic lady senses just went to squee mode. I love squee mode. Al Ewing confirmed to be an Immortal Hulk will fight the... confirmed to you that the Immortal Hulk will fight the current Avengers in issue number 7. You know what? Issue number 7 is a good idea. Like, sometime later, that's actually a good idea. He's going to fight against the Avengers? Okay, cool. By issue 7, we should be okay that he's slowly starting to gain his reputation again, that he's out there and doing his crazy stuff. Awesome. Anyway, sorry. So, Demon in the Bottle. I was just talking to this guy, and he started talking about his son, how he fell into it with drugs. And ecstasy is I didn't know what... I knew what ecstasy was. I didn't know what it consisted of. Apparently, it's like cocaine and something else, or heroin and something else. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, like, it really messes you up, and yeah, and he wound up getting, like, pretty addicted to it, and he wound up getting himself jacked up. He needed interventions, plural, and all of a sudden, I'm literally just talking, and I'm not just, like, listening to an or, oh, wow, that sucks. I'm actually, like, engaging the guy in a conversation. So he had this up for, like, long story short, like, I feel really bad for the guy. Like, I'm a very empathetic person, and I just, like, I wasn't crying, but like, you know, my heart was definitely tensing. Like, I felt really bad for the guy and everything. And I hate to say that empathy gives a reward, because it usually doesn't, but in this case it did. He gave me this $120. He was selling this for $120. He gave it to me for $70. That's not... I'm not complaining about that at all. $70 for a great, like a very fine plus version of, or edition of, the original Demon in a Bottle. So yeah, I need to see Deadpool 2, but you saw Incredibles 2, right? Lady, I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out. I didn't go outside at all today. You know that? School's out for the kids. Like, we're done. Thursday was the last day. So I took him to the park yesterday. I take him to the park like almost every day. I did not take him to the park today. It was really like, there's no park. There's no park. No, the park got shut down. And it's pretty good because it's like 32 degrees outside. What does that translate to non-Canadians? What is that? Shoot. I know it's like, it's up there. Let's see, 32 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Boom, 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 boom. 89.6 Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's kind of hot. It was kind of hot. Just saying. Really, Incredibles 2, is that amazing? Shoot. All right. But I could take the family. Okay, so that means it's rated G or lower. Maybe it's PG, which I'd still be okay with PG. Okay, cool. Yes, you sent a lot of stuff for the segment. I already saw some of it. I'm like, no, stop looking. Yes, I do have Annual 8. I did show Annual 8. No, I can't find it right now. You have no idea what my comic books, and I'd actually be embarrassed to show you what my comic book situation looks like right now. It's really bad. It's really not good. You know what I'm saying? So, I have my short boxes. I actually need to go out and get another short box. So, Gotham Central, on my way. Actually, Tuesday. I'll see them on Tuesday. Jeez, let me fold that back up. And I got a couple more. I don't know if there's anything in here that's particularly great that you guys are going to want to see, but I got this in an online auction. Okay, you stop it there. This is kind of important because I will be talking about this. I will be doing a spotlight and story for the Millennium stories. It wasn't the greatest thing. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. You know, I think I told you guys I played that game once with a girl when I was... Was I in second grade? I think I was in second grade, and she was a grade older than me. And when she showed me hers, I didn't believe it was real because I was young and stupid, so I didn't show her mine. So I like totally cheated. So I guess I technically owe her a flash, which sounds really perverted, but she initiated it. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so adding to my X-Men collection, that pink splotch in the back is Nimrod, one of my all-time favorite X-Men enemies, and I hated so much when he got combined with Master Mold to become Bastion. The first comic series that I ever collected as a whole, yes, I got The Return of Megatron. This should be issue 13, right? Yeah, issue number 13, when Megatron was trapped in, I'm doing the air quotes, trapped in gun mode, and this was an amazing, amazing issue. All right, guys. First off, I got Civil War, issue number 7, part 7 of 7, I believe. Also, you guys remember this? Part 1 of 4. Oh, yes, first appearance. First appearance, Mr. Bradley. I'm very happy I got my hands on that. I got some Wildcats. Got the first appearance of Black Hood. I don't know if you guys remember Black Hood or not. This was before he actually went over to DC. So this was when he was in Red Circle. So, yes. I don't remember why I got this. I know I got this for a reason, but Omega issue number 1. Also, you guys were talking about it, so I got Death, the high cost of living. So you guys were talking about it on several podcasts ago, so I grabbed it. Anyway, Death, the high cost of living. I had to get this because I loved it. I love this. And also, in case you got just Thunderbolts issue number 1, where the Red Team, Red Hulk, starts the team. Also, Marvel Comics presents with the first appearance of Cold Blood. I loved the Cold Blood story way back in the day. They did another one. I didn't like it as much, but it is what it is. Got some Transformers. First appearance of Devastator. And the first appearance of Omega Supreme. Yes! I will be transferring these to by themselves. Also, I got a new copy of issue number 1, Jeff Johns' run on Hawkman, because it's freaking Jeff Johns' run on Hawkman. Also, I believe that this is the first appearance of Black Swan. This is the Jonathan Hickman run, issue number 1 of New Avengers. Yep, in the Marvel Now, where we start the whole, what was that called? The Incursions. There we go. This right here, first appearance of Anti-Vision. I don't know if you guys can see that glossy cover or not. You're up. That's issue number 306. Excuse me. I got this also. This is a bigger book. You guys remember when Superman turned into Superman Red and then Superman Blue for a very short time? Yeah, well, Superman Forever, one shot. This is actually when he was falling out of space and then he just magically turned back into regular Superman again because they realized that the sales were dropping a lot. Nobody wanted to see Superman Red, Superman Blue. So yeah, they boom. That's that. So I'm actually probably going to do a spotlight and story on that also because it was pretty good, and like the whole explanation of Superman Red, Superman Blue, and how he turned back. I think that's kind of important. Okay, so you guys also saw I put up Superman versus Muhammad Ali. Excuse me, finally. I remember I did that live video cast on the Facebook group where I talked about it, and that was actually the day that I'd already did the recording, but I was saving it, and I was thinking about putting it up for last Saturday because I knew that I wasn't going to have time to put up anything else, but I hadn't edited it yet. So, yeah, I edited it, and then I threw it up really quick. Okay, was that Omega the Unknown? Yes, it was Omega the Unknown. That's a deep 616 cut. Yes, it's very, very... Oh. Yes. You're right. That's like old school. 616. I grabbed it just because it was an issue 1, and it was like the right price. It was $1, so I'm like, psh, mine, yoink. Victor, I need to watch. Oh, I just finished watching Luke Cage season 2. Of course, since hey, True Fan Forum, what's going on, brother? You have issue 13 of Transformers as well. I even have the first 4 issues and Omega #1. Nice. Won't you be my neighbor? You're funny. I finished watching that. I'm going to put up a video. I'll probably put it out tomorrow. I'll probably record it tonight. I haven't eaten my dinner yet, is what it is. I took a nap today. And by nap, I mean I slept from like 12:30 until about 5:45. So I guess once in a while the body's just like, hey, stupid. You remember sleep? Yeah, that. Do it. So like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Wife was home, so she was like, "Yeah, good sleep. You never do anyway." So that was cool. I dug that. What happened? Anyway, yeah, Luke Cage was pretty cool. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like everything about the ending. There was one part I didn't like about the ending, and I'll get into that in there. But still, whoa, Raven, brothers stealing Omega is not cool. Not cool at all, man. Not cool at all. But then again, if I remember correctly, you stole a bunch of comics from your brother too, didn't you? Yes, I have issue #1 of Shogun Warriors, Def Rocker, because it's freaking awesome. And I actually didn't even know that they were toys until I watched The Toys That Made Us recently, the Transformers issue, I think it was, episode. Also, shoot, what else happened up in here? Anybody else? Anything particular? Heck yeah, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts absolutely should get a movie, and I think that's something that can... But you know what? It doesn't even need to be a movie, Sean. Can't you just do... Wouldn't that be awesome? Just have it as a regular, not Netflix, but put that on the new Disney streaming service. I mean, how sick would that be? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we're going to put out, we're just going to start making a whole bunch of these, and then just twice a year, we're going to put out 13 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Oh my God, that'd be great, because why would the Thunderbolts have to be just a movie? That's a series. That's easily a series. So I would love to see something like that. I don't even need to see the Red Hulk in it, man. Like, that might be too much for them. Just answer that, Victor. Yes, I saw it. Did you hear Wilson Fisk adopted a daughter? Yeah, Sean, I actually had a whole bunch, like Wolf Warner and a whole bunch of people are talking to me like, dude, hey, guess what? Guess what happened? And it's like, oh, for crying out loud, I was just there. So on Wednesday morning, I called up Gotham Central. I was like, hey, could you put, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue number 31? I think it's 31 or maybe it's 32, whatever. The one that just came out this week. Could you put it in my bin for me? Like, no, we sold out. Like, I hate you guys so much. So maybe I'll go back to Red Nails. Maybe they'll have it. I know that Sue-Ann is in Toronto, so she's probably like, I would like to buy all of your latest editions of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. And then when Professor Bill comes up, take this picture of me sticking up my middle finger for him. Gotcha! Who else is in Toronto who could totally mess with me? Which variant, The Return of Wolverine 1, are you getting? You know what? I don't actually know which one I'm getting. Where's my Marvel preview book? I've got my preview books here. So I will be looking in to see which one I'll be getting. I just don't know which ones are actually available yet. Unless I see one that's amazingly beautiful, like if it's made by Art Germ, then I'll probably get that one. Otherwise, I'll probably just go with cover number 1, cover A. No, I didn't see Cloak and Dagger yet, Raven. Sorry. That was cool for today there. Oh, you're in PA. Aren't you in Arizona, or am I wrong? Yep, annual number 8. It's about $90. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. So let's see what everybody's saying now. Whoa, who's laughing at me? What's this bahaha crap? Who's laughing at me? Don't see it. I didn't see it. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, the whole thing jumped. That's what happened. Okay. I would just pose with a peace symbol and kissing it to mess with you. That way I get to troll you and spread the love. That's not love. That's not love. That's not love. That's a totally false equivalency of spreading love if you steal all, or if you buy all the issues out from me. What do you call it? Yes, I remember Jet Jaguar, Godzilla, fantastic, all that. Like that's back when I was a kid, and Godzilla was fun. And I played that game on, I think it was when I first got my PS3. Maybe it was no, it was on Super Nintendo. No, Super Nintendo. It was on Nintendo Wii because me and my daughters, we used to play the Godzilla Unleashed, I think it was called. We unlocked all of the characters and built them up, and we'd start fighting with the Wii and the nunchaku and the whatever, all those crazy things. And like we were trying to kill each other, straight murder each other. And I remember my oldest daughter, she would actually always use Megalodon. What the heck was that thing's name? The one is a gigantic cockroach. It was it had the spikes, and it was like ting 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 ting. It was teaming up with Gigan at the time, and it would open up its mouth and go boom and send out these little bombs and go at you, and it would be able to dig under the ground, and that's what she would always do. She would always dig underground, stay around underground. We'd be like, and she would jump out and like and just start whacking us, and then go back underneath the ground like you're cheating. She's like, yeah, oh yeah, good times. St. Louis. St. Louis is in Missouri, isn't it? Missouri? So Misery. I went to Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri. We called it Misery when we were there. And instead of Fort Leonard Wood, we called it Fort Lost in the Woods. I went to Army truck driving school there. Megalon. Okay, cool. Victor knows. Yeah, it was Megalon. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Joe Fisher. What do you got there? I remember Godzilla fought Marvel Heroes. That was such a horrible... They were expecting to hold on to that Toyo license a lot longer, so they kept on delaying it. Plus, Toyo was like, you can't just have Godzilla, get defeated by all the... You can't have Spider-Man killing Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? So there were a lot of rules like that, and when they lost the license, they're like, you know what? Not really that big of a deal. Like, if you get issue number 1 and the issue with Red Ronin, I think somebody mentioned Red Ronin in there at some point, those two are actually good issues. Those are important issues, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, yeah. I was planning on doing Godzilla in Hell as a spotlight and story also, because I rather enjoyed it. Wasn't a great one, but it was pretty good. You should try Ark Evolve to Survive. That way you could tame dinos and rove the island eating lesser creatures. I watched... Okay, I can't remember the name of this guy. But I used to actually watch this dude on YouTube. There was these two dudes I used to watch on YouTube when the Friday the 13th game came out. And I loved that Friday the 13th game, and I wanted to play so bad. Now it's like, unless they drop it to like $5, I'm not going to buy it. But for the most part, yeah, it would be, kind of cool. And I used to watch these two guys all the time. And it was right around the time I put out Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees Explained in a Minute. Because I was just so in love. That was around October time, and I was just so in love with that game. And I used to just watch live plays on YouTube from these two guys. Typical Gamer. The second guy is Typical Gamer. The guy that I'm actually talking about is Typical Gamer. And then he stopped playing the game and started playing that Ark game. And I watched a couple of his things, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I just stopped watching the live plays altogether because I don't really care. But yeah, there was that. Anyway, they need to go back to the rubber suit Def Rocker. That's funny. Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, you know what? Let's get funky. And let's go straight to the eye. What eye, you might be saying? Why, of course... Oops. Nope, not that. Why, of course, the eye of Agamotto! So let's talk about what's up in here. Oh, so what's going on here? Jeff Faria following me on Twitter. Thank you very much. So yeah, I talked to really quick. Yeah, I talked to Sean. The Eye of Agamotto is actually saying, "Hey, dude, did you for crying out loud." Weed grown Jason is a hero protecting his crops. In that remake, yeah, right, he is. Anyway, Sean Sadrai actually asked me, or he was like, wow, how'd you get the superhero up so quickly? I cheated. I've been talking since Free Comic Book Day, actually before that, but at least from Free Comic Book Day to Jim Zub about the character, like, intently. I also talked to Sean Isaacs, the artist, And I talked to Nyla. Crap, I can't remember her last name. But I talked to her on Facebook. She doesn't have a private Twitter messaging thing, so I talked to her on Facebook, and she got back to me like immediately. I just asked her about some pronunciations. I didn't want to screw that up. You know what I'm saying? As part Cherokee, I didn't want to. So I'm part Native. I didn't want to mess up her thing and whatnot, and I didn't go into detail like, hey, I'm part Native. I didn't want to get into the whole, we're the same or anything like that. But I do know that it bothers her, because I know it would bother me if Natives are constantly asked about, how do I get this character right? I want to make a Native character. How do I get the character right? And it's like, you ask us about consultation, but you don't actually ask us about writing. And yes, I know that we can just go and write our own things. I will actually be doing my own story pretty soon. It will be a Native character, but well, kind of. It'll be a Native character with a twist. Anyway, what do you call it? The heck was I saying? Where was my thought? So anyway, I just asked her very few questions. I had the least amount of interaction with her, but nonetheless, I did, just so I can get some pronunciations right and things like that, and make sure I don't screw anything up. But yeah, so I talked to all three of the creators for that character because they didn't want to mess anything up. Joe Fisher, I just imagine if Godzilla had a Marvel face rip entry. They did kind of make him, but whenever they make those monsters, they just give them unearthly everything, except for agility. They'll give like poor 4, or something like that. It's boring. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to make giant characters like that. I do plan on actually putting together. I was actually just looking into Patreon stuff today, and I realized that I'm gonna have to figure tiers to use and things that I can actually, like goodies, extras that I can do for anybody who wants to do that, or anybody who wants to take part in the Patreon. But I have to actually be able to offer things. I'm not interested in just putting up, hey, support me for the sake of supporting me. Not interested. No, I actually want to be able to give things back. But for my my role-playing game, my superhero role-playing game that I want to do, when I was looking at the Patreon stuff and thinking about Kickstarter, I immediately, like, an idea jumped into my head about how to positively reconcile the super beasts. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's say if you were to have Devastator show up against Captain America, you know what I'm saying? You can't just give him unearthly strength, unearthly this, Shift X and all this stuff. No, you have to give him something else, something that's very particular that would make it show, like, hey, boom, you know what I'm saying? This guy's going to destroy you. You do not stand a chance. It's not like, oh, I think I could take one hit from this guy. No, you can't take any hits from this guy. Here's why. I thought of a way to reconcile all of that, and I'm quite in love with the idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically a way of handling gigantism. You know what I'm saying? So growth and shrinking. So literally everything was just based around a power or two, size alteration. You know what I'm saying? But I did think of that, and boom, I'm good with that. Speaking of giant monsters, True Fan Forum, did anybody read the Monsters Unleashed series? Such a great comic. Also, True Fan Forum, I just realized he's got his own comic book channel, and it's actually really good. Dick Fillmore, you should go and check that out at the very least, but everybody who likes the older stuff, I saw he's got a video where he's talking about Rom the Space Knight and a whole bunch of the older characters, like the older comics from back in the day. Go and check them out for a good insight on some of those older characters. And what do you call it? Yeah, one of these, and by one of these days, I don't mean this month. I don't mean, it might not even be this year, but at one point, I do want to talk about Rom from the Marvel comic books. You know what I'm saying? Maybe later some of the other stuff, but for now, offer diplomas from Comic Book University. I would feel like I'm cheating you guys, Comic Man, because, like, dude, like if I'm like, anybody can just print one of those. I didn't print that thing for Tim. Tim, by the way, is the head of Hawk World on Twitter and on Facebook. And he actually found me because I did my part 1 and part 2 of Archangel versus Hawkman. You know what I'm saying? and he liked those, and those were really old. That's when I had my face right up to my phone and I was talking. I was like, and yeah, and I was doing such and such, and I had a horrible editing software. I had to get close so that you guys could actually hear me. Like it was pathetic, like horrible videos, but whatever. And I actually talked about the face rip game in there. But anyway, yes, a ROM movie would be good if it were back in the day with the Marvel team, because that's when ROM was actually good. Fin Fang Foom, older than the Fantastic Four, actually by a month. Yes, he is. I didn't realize it was by a month, but yeah, he was actually in some of those older anthology comics. Hold on, I just missed something. I could, you know what? I guess I could offer something. It's just, yeah, Comic Man Drake. I feel like you guys could just make your own. I could make one, but like, what am I going to do? Offer a new one every month? I do want to actually do something where I'm giving you guys, I actually thought of a plan a long time ago. And you know what? If anybody knows how to do this, this is something that before I even knew what I was going to do with my comic book channel, something I wanted to do is I found out I've got to get a server to do this. But I wanted to make something where I'm actually giving comic book trivia. And you guys would have to either know already or watch the videos to learn. A lot like Khan Academy. You know what I'm saying? I really liked Khan Academy back in the day. I might start going it again because I'm thinking about taking the LSATs to go to law school. And Khan Academy just started a free LSAT program. So yay me. I'm thinking about doing Her Goodness and Quit the Brotherhood of Muse and After She Kissed Rom. Yes, Dick Fillmore, that was a very, very important comic that a lot of people don't realize. The other important comic book was annual number 10 of the Avengers, where she actually got Carol Danvers' powers. You know what I'm saying? Both of those are very important. A comic book game show. What do you mean a comic book game show? I don't think that's what I was saying. What do you mean? Because if that's something that you'd like to see, let me know. Anyway, just really quick, no, I was going to do like, you would take trivia quizzes. Not even me asking, but like me just typing in questions, and you guys would actually answer the questions. And if you got like let's say if I were just talking about the character Ant-Man, there would be, let's say, 3 levels of Ant-Man. You know, saying like different levels of difficulty. And if you watched videos on Ant-Man, I would make sure that my videos absolutely gave answers about that. If I did a spotlight on story about that also, you'd have to be able, and then things that you have to learn by your own research. So 3 different levels of Ant-Man, you would get 3 different Ant-Man badges. So you get, or like Henry Pym, whatever. You get like the what do you call it? Regular old Ant-Man, like when he first started, like a Henry Pym badge, you know, when he was just a scientist. Then you could get the Ant-Man version of, you know, him, and then you get like, you know, I don't know, like maybe like Ant-Man, Giant Man, Goliath, you know, or Yellow Jacket, you know, whatever. Just a whole bunch of different badges to give you an idea of that. And then let's say you did the same thing with Thor. Then you did the same thing with the Hulk. Then you did the same thing with the Wasp. And then you did the same thing with Iron Man. Now you got all 3 of, or you know, all of those characters. Now suddenly you've got the Avengers badge. You know what I'm saying? So you get all these different badges, and anybody who's going to talk to me on the forum that's there, your badge, you could actually display all of your badges, and we would see those things. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would be a great idea, but I actually need to have my own server to do that, and that's expensive. So we'll see. Maybe one day in the future we'll do something like that, but I would love to be able to do something like that. So this way you guys could just go through and just like, you know, dude, I've got all of these badges from Comic Book University showing I know about all of these characters. So this way, if like it's accolades for you guys. So if you are new, if some new guy shows up to the to the forums like, hey, you know, who knows about this character? If a guy shows up and he's got all the badges for that character and a whole bunch of other badges and the team badges and all that stuff, you'll know to take his advice possibly a little bit more than this guy's advice who did such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? Interactive show where people get to geek out, share their love of comics, and test their knowledge. Okay, I could potentially do that. Sue-Ann, I could potentially do that. Okay, now I actually have to think of how to do something like that. And I've already got ideas. I already got ideas throwing in my head. Okay, you know what? I think I can actually do that. Okay, I promised Sean that I was going to do this. And Sean actually... Oh, there he is. And he just says segment 2. Okay, so what do we... Shoot, I have to actually read what they say. Looks like he isn't on He Who. Oh. Oh, yeah, guys, for the sake of conversation, Nova seems to be missing from issue number 23 of... Why does that look so horrible? Oh, that's just horrible. Anyway, seems to be missing from this cover of the Avengers. Also, you see Snowguard right in the front. Also, down here, you guys see the Hulk, Amadeus Cho? He's going to be called the Brute now. Yeah, he's actually going to be called the Brute because he lost a lot of his powers. If you look in the latest issue of Incredible Hulk, yes, it should be Totally Awesome Hulk, but they changed it for the renumbering. Whatevs, man. Extermination variant by Frank Cho. Jean's boobs are huge, and yeah, they kind of... that's actually how she was drawn back in the day. But yeah, okay, cool. Flash number 51 variant. This just looks awesome. This is an awesome, and it looks like a new look for Wally, if that is in fact Wally, because his hair is red, but here it's brown. That looks like his costume though. Anyway, digging it. Ant-Man and the Wasp number 5. What is this? Old Man Logan annual flashback issue. Okay, Old Man Logan annual. Look at this cover. You see what I'm looking at, right? Wolverine, Old Man Logan. He's got the baby Hulk again, and there's the Punisher trying to kill him. Holy crap. Ed Brisson is freaking awesome. Teen Titans number 22. Teen Titans versus the Golden Glider. I actually don't know who the Golden Glider is. Oops. Okay, Catwoman number 3. X-Men 36, the last issue. Yeah, all the X-Men are dead. The X-Men are not going to be dead. This is the Image. That's cool. Guys, issue number 34 and 35, if I remember correctly, from X-Men Gold, it's about to get really good. You're going to find the origin of... what the heck is the name of her hammer? Storm's hammer. Crap. Not Stormbreaker, duh. What the heck is the name? That's Beta Ray Thor's. Anyway, you're going to find out more about her hammer, which is going to be awesome. Dirty Harry is greater than the Punisher. Calm down, man. Justice League Dark number 3 versus the Upside Down Man. See, this looks stupid, but it also looks scary, so I'm digging it. You guys can't see that very well from what I'm seeing. That stinks. The Upside Down Man is a stupid name, but I love it. Because it sounds like the Slender Man is a stupid name, but you play the video game. I've seen some of the live plays. Not the live plays, but whatever. I've seen some of the game details. It looks like a pretty scary game, so I'm digging that. So if they're going to do, I'm absolutely in love with that idea. Scotty Young variant. Injustice versus Masters of the Universe. Yeah, I saw the Injustice versus Masters of the Universe is going to be coming up. That looks pretty cool. Death of the Inhumans. That looks like Ronin versus... Oh, I'm so scared of what's going to happen there. Looks like Vision is showing back up again in issue number 8 of the Immortal Hulk. Digging that. Golden Glider is Captain Cold's sister, I believe. Oh, if that's... Okay, then I know who that is. Oh, okay, I didn't know that was her name. Okay, if that's the sister... Yeah, I know her. That was actually... I remember when Flash accidentally killed her. Like, Captain Cold, man, he's got issues. Action Comics 1003, somebody's got some kryptonite, and Batman's trying to protect Superman from the kryptonite. You know, after he protects somebody from the kryptonite, he's going to steal the kryptonite and put in one of his lead-lined pouches. Be like, I don't know where it went. I'll dispose of it. Don't worry. You know, I've got a ring, but what I don't have is a cestus. I don't have one of those big gladiator punch you in the face gloves. So he's going to make a kryptonite infinity gauntlet. Oh man, issue number 7, the first appearance of Skulldugger's dragon monsters with a scroll shape-shifting abilities. Yeah, there's going to be a lot with these guys, and it's going to be Weapon H plus Captain America teaming up. That's issue number 7. Issue number 6, my boy, my man, Ario Anindito is going to be drawing it, and it's going to be the first issue where Weapon H versus Captain America. By issue 7, which he's also drawing apparently, is going to feature them teaming up, which that's exactly how team up should always work. You fight each other, and then you work together, at least in Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man number 5, end of the final arc. 6. Humberto Ramos is going to be doing the art. Fantastic. I miss his art from the Champions. Superman issue number 3. Oh, so he's still going to be fighting Rogal Zar. Interesting. Batman 55. Detective Comics 989. He's on fire. What the heck is that? Oh yeah, I actually saw this cover. They talked about it in the previews issue. And then what else? What else? We got a bunch of variant issues for Mr. and Mrs. X. What the frick? You give me a picture of you in your pajamas. I'm not showing that. I'm not showing that. Put some clothes on, man. Oh, what is this? So, Justice League Odyssey got delayed. Yeah, 2 months delaying. Yeah, we were talking about that. Dude, that's like the biggest problem that these guys have had in DC since forever. Since forever. I just put up Superman versus Muhammad Ali. That one got delayed by months. They got delayed so long that what do you call it? Muhammad Ali had actually already lost the title to who did he lose it to? Was it Sonny? No, Leon Spinks. He lost the title to Leon Spinks at that point. Like, come on, man. Delaying these books, it's just ridiculous, dude. And to this day, they're still delaying books. Unacceptable, man. They just put, and if you look at the DC comic books this week, Justice League Odyssey is the big issue that they're trying to point out to everybody. Hey, look, Justice League Odyssey coming soon. And then all of a sudden, yeah, but we're going to delay it by 2 months. Why even bother, dude? Why even bother? This is multiple heads not talking to each other. Batman would completely do that. What would Batman completely do? Shoot, I missed that. What would he? Oh, I missed it. Old man, look. I want. That name isn't totally awesome. Space Ghost movie. Actor show. Okay, we're back up there again. Okay, so 6 can never remember. Infinity Gauntlet with 5 different colors of kryptonite. yeah, it'd be 6. Yeah, you're right, Victor. It's 6. 6 different colors, right? You could have the red, green, gold, silver. There's the white, and wasn't there a black? I can't remember if there was a black. I know, and I remember there was an orange. So yes, just do all of them. Just be like, we're gonna mess with you, man. Steal the kryptonite and hide it, Bill. Oh, gotcha. Yes, Batman would totally do that. 100%. That's how he gets all his kryptonite. It's like, you're not allowed to have this. Sean, I'm a sexy man. I can be shirtless if I want. Yes, you can. Tweedledee and Tweedledum will be in Detective Comics 989. Really? We're bringing out Alice in Wonderland characters now? Oh, wait, no. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Was that the one-armed characters? Like, that was right and left, wasn't it? Who are the guys, the 2 Hammer brothers? They look like the Bludgeon Brothers from WWE, but they're missing an arm, but they got a gigantic hammer in each arm. I remember I used to play DCU, the DCO, DC Online. Anyway, and they had those 2 fighting you plus Harley Quinn with her big hammer. And it was like, I can't win. I gotta go on. I gotta get stronger. That was a tough battle to fight, man. What do we got here? Here's a question. With all the kryptonite Batman has been exposed to, why doesn't he have cancer like Lex Luthor? Here's a question, Paula, P.A. Stewart. Is that in continuity? The Batman Superman comic books, which issue number 5, by the way, is one of my all-time favorite comic books, where Hawkman's just like, hold on, sorry to cut you off there, bud, but why do you think I'm going to be the one going unconscious? You see this big glove right here? Yeah. Basically, I'm punching you with the power of the earth. Boom! Or I'm just punching you with the planet. And he got cold clocked. Knocked the heck out, dude. Like, what the heck is his name from Friday? Can't remember. The has-been guy? Anyway, he's like, I'm religious. I don't want to do these movies anymore. I'm broke. I need to do these movies anymore. Anyway, when he Chris Tucker. And he came out, you got knocked the hell out. What do you call it? Yeah, those were, but I don't remember if those are actually in continuity or not. Can't remember. Anyway, come on, DC. If Marvel can do No Surrender, you have no excuse. Exactly. No Surrender was done right. I knew before Jim Zub actually told me that They did that stuff months ago. They had all 16 issues done like months ago, almost a year prior to them releasing it. They were not clowning around with that. They released a weekly comic book, and it was like, yeah, it was fan-freaking-tastic, so I loved it. Victor, yeah, dude, I kind of want to get back on DCU UO also. You know what? A friend of mine actually gifted me the ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, but apparently I don't have a video card in my computer. So I'm able to play DCUO, but I'm not able to play Elder Scrolls Online. It's like, dude, that kind of stinks, and I got to go out and buy a graphics card. I kind of want one anyway. It's a good computer, you know, like it lasts. It's lasted, you know, it's done pretty good for me. So I think I'm going to do that. Aggressive Reaction, what's up, brother? Yeah, there you go, Chris Tucker. I think I remembered it before you said it, but then again, you're also on delay, so you clearly said it before I remembered it. Anyway, heard there will be Gold Kryptonite in the Super Sons mini. It's too much Kryptonite, man. It's too much Kryptonite. Cullen is writing. Oh, the Asgardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, and Cullen Bunn is writing it. Cullen Bunn is writing too many comic books, and like X-Men Blue is suffering. There's a lot of things that are suffering. Juggerduck. Yes, that's a real thing. Juggernaut became Howard the Duck thing, and just oh god. Both games are available on Xbox, so I play there. Oh yeah, no, I play here. I play here. I play on my desktop. Just bought No Surrender on Comixology. Excited to read it. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. By the time you get to issue 4, it's like, dude, that's it. I'm done. I'm not reading anything else. This is all I'm reading. It is so good. Anyway, so it's about that time, and me tummy be rumbling. I got a rumbly in my tumbly. That's poo. That last part. But everything else was just I've been watching Bushmaster on, and I forgot how much I love the Jamaican accent, man. It was obviously a watered down Jamaican accent so that us normies could actually understand it. But yes, I love the Jamaican accent, man. It's so freaking awesome. Yes, put an end to Kryptonite. Save my big blue. She puts up the picket signs. Awesome. I need a real computer to play PC games. Exactly. Such a great story. Hope you have fun reading it. Oh yeah. In fact, you know, I should probably. It's not too late, is it, to do a spotlight story? You know what? If I can get one of the creators to do it with me, not with me, but at least to comment on it, I would be happy to do a spotlight story for that. Did it already come out in trade? And it would probably be like 3 trades, right? They should put it in one big book. You know what? I'll ask about it. I don't want to keep bothering Jim Zub, because like I try to reduce myself to not talking to him too much because I'm afraid I'm going to like piss him off or something. I don't want to get under anybody's nerves. Maybe I'll try and get to Al Ewing and be like, hey, dude, let's have a conversation. We'll see. I don't think I'll ever be able to get in contact with Mark Waid. That would be cool. And that's one of the things that bugs me. Like, one of the reasons why I left Twitter is he actually went on that guy's feed and actually had an interview with him and talked to him and all that crazy stuff. And it's like, why? Why give, like, why give credit to people who you know? You gotta know. And then again, he's older, and he probably thinks that he can actually reason with some people. That dude is not looking to be reasoned with. He's looking to get views. He's looking to get clicks. He's looking to get hits. And it's like, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. Victor, I'll talk to you later, brother. Yeah, so like, how about instead, Mr. Wade, you talk to good, and of course I would prefer if it was me who you were, you know, one of the people you were talking to, but at the same time, talk to somebody. Talk to like, you know, the like Rob and Benny and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Talk to one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to the nuts. Don't talk to the nut jobs. They're not looking to have a good conversation. They're looking for, you know, for trolling. That's all they know how to do. That's all they actually know how to do. Will you read Mr. and Mrs. X? Sean, I love you, man. Don't ask stupid questions. Of course I'm going to read the heck out of that, man. I'm going to read the heck out of that. Rakeem, my favorite MC, did the songs on Luke Cage. Oh, yes. Yeah, that was actually... You know what? In that final episode, when I saw... I almost said Cool Mo D. I'd get a hit in the face by KRS-One for saying that back in the day. But yes, I saw KRS-One on there. I was like... yes. My wife is sitting there and she's just watching me. I'm like my head is like rocking way too hard. I'm like, yeah. And like I was just, oh man, I grew up with KRS-One. La 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 la. Yes, I grew up with that. You know what I'm saying? All of that crazy. And my wife was just looking at me like, you are way too into this. Like, quiet down, woman. We were just watching, like, oh my God. Loved that. Absolutely loved that. So I was so happy to see him. Everybody's saying goodnight. Rob looks so huggable and nice. Rob who? Who's Rob? Why am I not seeing anything? Why am I missing stuff? Rob. I don't see Rob. Okay. My Melody. Night Victor. What should Gambit and Rogues name their kid if they decide to have one? Sugar. Cough. Name the kid Sugar. That would be funny. You know what? Hold on. Let me try something out really quick. Let's have some fun. Let's flip that. Oh, no, flip it again. I was right. Oh, duh. I know that word. Why did I do that? Sucre. No, that wouldn't sound great. In French, sugar is sucre. In Arabic, it's sukar. You know what I'm saying? Which actually sounds cooler. It's like, sukar, get over here. Sounds like sakar, right? That would be like low sugar into like diet sugar. You know what I'm saying? What do they call that? Those little packets? Equalite something? I don't remember. Who cares? Anyway, yes, that would be souk wouldn't I don't know, maybe souk could be good. I don't know. Anyway, you could have fun with it. Yeah, what would that name be? From Comics Explained. Rob. Yeah, Rob is from Comics Explained. Yes. Okay, sorry. Rob is huggable? Rob can be huggable. Rob vapes all the time, dude. And like when you vape into your microphone, it's like, oh my God, stop. Just stop. So, yeah. True Fan Forum had an idea. I was just reading and all of a sudden, message retracted. What the frick, dude? Thanks for hopping back on Astonishing X-Men 13. Oh, no big deal, dude. I like Charles Soule, but he wasn't doing it for me. Like the first 6 issues, that first arc was amazing. Like it was so amazing for me for Astonishing X-Men. But then after that, I'm like, okay, this is really drawn out and boring. So, all right, we're gonna get a reboot. we're gonna start with a new writer on X-Men 13. I'm down. Made me choke on my water with sugar. You see that? We'd have never heard from P.A. Stewart again because you tried to kill her, Sue-Ann, with your sugar comment. You see that? Sugar LeBlue. Sugar LeBlue. That's actually kind of funny. I don't know. No, he's got a great voice. He was like, my voice of silky butter. You know, my buttery, silky voice. Absolutely. What do we have here? No, Rob is cool. Rob is cool, and he gets that good kind of excited. You know what I'm saying, when he's reading something. I like Rob. I like Rob. I would talk to Rob. You forgive him for his vaping. Sorry, Paul, don't choke on me. Joe Fisher, Sean, Havoc he's back to the way he used to be, the original costume also. Yes, and that just happened in X-Men Blue, which was an amazing thing. And then Cullen Bunn went back to the Young X-Men again, which is like, dude, you're not good at writing the Young X-Men. So just please don't do that anymore. Write the other comic you were writing, the other version of X-Men Blue. What are your thoughts on Havoc and Beast co-leading? Yeah, I'm not digging Beast. Beast is a guy who needs to stay in the lab. He needs to be one of those, like if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Beast is not the character that you play. Beast is an NPC. Beast is one of those totally awesome NPCs who you love, and you're like, hey, and you're, like you always interact with all the time, but you never actually play him because, no. I don't think Beast should be like a player in a comic book. I think he should just be one of those guys like so if he's going to take the Magneto role, that Magneto had, it's like you don't actually get into fights, we just report back to you once in a while. I'm down with Beast being there, but I don't want Beast actually going out in a team and getting into and all that. I don't know, like most people just aren't writing him well, and I just don't want to see it. He's always getting knocked unconscious, and it's like he's more of a liability at this point than anything else. What am I missing here? Comic Man Jake. What are your must-read writers? Jim Zub and Ed Brisson. I have to give it up to them. Those two guys, like, I love a lot of writers, and I hate not giving it. Like, I want to give it to Ta-Nehisi also. I want to give it to a bunch of different people, but like Jim Zub and Ed Brisson, and they're both local Canadian guys too, and I'm not Canadian, so it's not a favoritism thing. These two guys, when you give them a character to write, or you give them a team to write, they will research the hell out of these characters, and they will write them the way that we have loved them best. They will write them as if it's an intelligent fan who clearly knows these characters well and writes perfectly. So it's not like you've got, like, Margaret Stoll is a great writer, but she doesn't understand the Captain Marvel character. She's writing her version of Captain Marvel. I don't want your version of Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. No, I want our version, but with you writing her. That's what I want. And there's also people who are like, like regular people who are like, doing fan fiction. I'm not interested in the fan fiction. I'm interested in good writing also. So I've got to have that combination of both. And Brisson and Zub do that for me perfectly. I don't think I can't think right offhand of a character that they've ever written that I didn't like, whether it was in a team or not. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Hey, Roy MacArthur, what's going on, dude? Welcome to Fantasy Island. Red Black Cane, what's up, dude? What else do we have here? I saw Joe. I'm excited. The previews look great. Oh, talking to each other. Gotcha. Mariah's daughter in Luke Cage 2 for season 3 is going to be... Spoiler! I think everybody knows. I was actually planning on making... Maybe I'll do that this Tuesday. The Deadly Nightshade. She is a fantastic character, and in the final episode, she didn't do anything, but she looked like it. She had the double poof thing going, and it's like, oh my god, and she was gorgeous all throughout. I'm looking at this character, and like, meanwhile, my wife's back there, and I'm looking at this beautiful Misty Knight. I'm looking at this beautiful Deadly Nightshade. I'm like, oh my god, these women are absolutely gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nope. Don't smile, don't move, don't fidget, don't nothing, don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And my wife's like, Luke Cage is a good-looking guy. And also I'm like, and I love Misty Knight. I love my ridiculous relationship with my wife. it's like you say it, that's it, boom, done, that's it, that's how it goes. What do you call it? Suzanne, you should talk to him, and if you can, give him a hug on my behalf. Okay, I'm not going to hug Rob. But I might give him a bro hug. Like, this is from Suzanne. From Sue-Ann. Sorry, I always say Suzanne. Sorry. This is from Sue-Ann. But, no, yeah, I would talk to Rob, but, like, I'm not going to contact Rob. Like, hi, would you talk to me? Because that's begging. If Rob were to contact me, be like, hey, dude, what's going on? We should talk comics. I'd be like, well, I'm not saying no. But I'm not going to contact him and ask for it, because no. I'm not going to beg anybody for anything. Sean, actually in the preview for Astonishing X-Men, we see him being a college professor. Awesome. I'm totally down with seeing Beast as a college professor. Joe Fisher, I am hoping the hinted 6-member is Polaris, but something tells me maybe Wolverine. Oh, and no, Sean, shoot. Sean actually revealed it. He actually showed me that. Crap, let's see if I can get to that. All of the X-Men were revealed in the latest thing. Stopping. Keep going. Stopping. Okay, all the X-Men revealed. Where is it? Oh, stop jumping. I didn't ask for a single jump. Not once. Really? We're doing this. Is this it? Oh, wait. This is the reveal for who's going to be in Weapon X. The new team for Weapon X. It's going to have Mystique, Domino, Sabretooth, Omega Red, and Lady Deathstrike in their actual... And Lady Deathstrike actually looks similar to her old costume again, which I love. The theme color seems to be orange, which, okay, I don't think I've seen that before. But, Sean, didn't you actually send me something like that before also, showing me who the other characters were going to be? Because if you did, could you maybe send it again? What the frig? Oh, you sent me a whole bunch of copies, man. You sent me a lot of copies. Anyway, Crap, I'm not going to be able to find this, am I? Nope, that's that again. Crap, I have the entire team someplace, and I'm positive that you sent me. Okay, apparently not. Sorry. Anyway, oh, Tim Board's got a nice looking Shayara on there. Okay, so what do we got here? Sean, at least say what the guys were, please. Oh no, you didn't. You didn't send that, did you? Okay, my bad. I always kind of knew to do that. Okay, Sunspot would be cool. Maybe Sunspot should be leading until we find out that something else happened. Yeah, right, Rory MacArthur. Jesus, it's one hot day, man. How's it going, Professor and all? What's going on, dude? I saw you talking below, and I didn't see that one. Hello, Rory. I agree, Bill. Suan says, he needs to have that art of mystery. Beast needs to remain pristine and somewhat third degrees away so he keeps his air of awe. No, exactly. I like the idea. Like, my favorite Beast moments are always when we come walking in the room and there's Beast doing something with a beaker, you know, saying like mixing elements together upside down, you know, hanging from his toes. Those are always my favorite Beast moments. Him actually fighting and getting knocked out are my least favorite Beast moments. He's not a good fighter. I used to love Beast being interviewed, speaking about speaking about mutants' rights, working in his lab, forgetting to eat while Scott Lobdell was writing him. All of them, yes, very good. Yeah, that's the kind of Beast that I love. I think Beast maybe in the lab, Havoc is the field leader. Okay, awesome, Joe. That would be awesome if that's the case. Raven, big question. Which post-80s character should I read? Just binged Invincible. Ooh, Invincible. But post-80s character. Crap. Guys, give Raven some suggestions, please. What's a good post-80s, so like from 90s and past? Crap. I want to say Darkhawk because he was always fun, but Darkhawk is looking way cooler now than he has ever looked. He's doing a lot more now. I would recommend getting issue number 51 of Darkhawk. Excuse me. You want to go and read his old origin, by all means, go ahead. But check that out and then start reading from that point on. You know what I'm saying? Like because there's only like 3 issues, like Infinity Countdown. Darkhawk, issue number 1, 2, and 3 is out. Issue 4 is going to come out next week, I think. Can't remember. Let's see. Red Black King misses all us kids. Missed you too, man. Suan, that would be cool, Joe. Plus, I miss my friendship between him and Bobby. The way they played off each other. Right? Yeah. Iceman and Beast were cool together. Rory, my wife's Jamaican. Oh, and she's so mad at the Jeffikins they casted. The Jeffikins, that's funny. The Jamaican Africans that they casted. My wife actually said the same thing because she's from around here. And so I guess like your wife. And yeah, that's awesome. I was actually going to make a comment about I never dated a Jamaican woman, but like the accent, I was talking about it a lot earlier on. Like I love that accent so much, man. That is just such a great like the language, everything. It's freaking awesome. But hey, Reggie Simmons, what's going on, dude? This was an awesome Bob voice, R-O-B voice. Oh, did I do a Rob voice? I don't think I did. Did I? I might have. Let's see if I can put myself. This is like literally for me. This is like speaking another language. I know multiple languages. I'm conversational in multiple languages. It's the idea of actually switching gears to speak in that language. So let's see if I can do Rob. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun. No, he doesn't say let's have a lot of fun. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about Adam Warlock. All right, no, you know what? Let's actually do Rob. Let's really do Rob. Hey guys, welcome to Rob Explains, and we're going to be talking about my favorite character. No, not Sentry. He's my second favorite character. He's like my favorite regular mundane character. No, my favorite character, dude. That's Mad Jim Jaspers. Like Mad Jim Jaspers, dude. Oh my god, dude, this guy is like, he's crazy. He's the best stuff in the world. Oh my god. So like, check it out. Mad Jim Jaspers goes to the store, and Mad Jim Jaspers does all this, and then Mad Jim Jaspers, he buys this whole entire hoagie. He buys a sandwich. He buys a sub, dude. And Mad Jim Jaspers is like, yeah, Mad Jim Jaspers wants ham, and Mad Jim Jaspers wants turkey, and Mad Jim Jaspers wants roast beef. Did Mad Jim Jaspers talk about the cheese? Because Mad Jim Jaspers wants a lot of cheese in this. Mad Jim Jaspers wants, like, everything this guy talks about is freaking Mad Jim Jaspers. And it's like, you can't, anybody who doesn't like Rob, that tells you a lot about your personality, in my opinion. Like, it would be like saying, I didn't like teddy bears when I was a kid. It's like, you have no soul? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Rob is awesome. What do we got here? She won't like Luke Cage with me anymore. Oh, dude, that sucks, Rory. I'm sorry. But you know what? At the same time, those accents were just hand and fist and building on atop of building better than that one Steven Seagal movie. What was that? Marked for Death, wasn't it? That was Marked for Death, where he had that. It wasn't Hard to Kill. Yeah, Marked for Death. Those, like, they didn't have the real dreadlocks. Like, it's just like, okay, let's take a mop and let's dye it in, like, hair color, and then like put it on top of our heads, and we'll walk around. And we're talking in the Jamaican accent, man. Yeah, hey, Irie, Rasta, man. Yeah, you bombo. Like, dude, are you kidding me? That's so fake. I was a kid. I was like in my teens when that came out. And I was looking, I was like, that's not how Jamaicans talk. That's not how Jamaicans talk. Come on, man. It's not, no. So, like, even the Haitians that I knew were offended by that. You know what I'm saying? And when I was growing up, the Haitians hated the Jamaicans. And even, but like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, the Haitians were just like, yeah, that was stupid, man. That was like they were making fun of people, man. Like, you can't do that. Oh my God, that was horrible. P.A. Stewart, my big lug has a crush on Halle Berry. He'll watch that Catwoman movie with the sound off. Wow. And that was a horrible movie. Comic Man Jake, Roy MacArthur, that sucks, bro. My wife gets mad at me if I watch any DC TV shows. Really? That's not cool. Halle Berry is hot. I don't blame him. I'm going to say something really weird here. I never got into Halle Berry. Yeah, when I was in Saudi, I knew this one Somali guy. And he used to say, like, oh my God, Halle Berry's like the ultimate woman. And looking, I was like, really? Because it's like, she was naked. It's like, yeah, she didn't do a whole lot in that movie with what was that, Billy Bob Thornton. It's like, I can't even watch that because it's Billy Bob Thornton. I was like, no, she did a movie before that called Swordfish with John Travolta and the one guy from Fast and the Furious. Yeah, and like she was topless. She like pulled down stuff. I was like, you're lying. Don't do that. I was like, no, dude, I'm dead serious. Like, I don't have any reason to lie about anything. Go and watch the movie. Look up the pics, and it was Saudi Arabia, so it's like you can't download porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you can, but it's very hard to find porn in Saudi Arabia because everything's blocked. You know what I'm saying? You could download comic books, and yes, I did download comic books at the time because you couldn't buy comic books. It was very hard to find comic books, and if you did, they were about 4 to 6 months old comic books, and it was literally just the latest issues, and it's just a couple, and they didn't always get them in. So it's like, dude, if I wanted comic books, there was no app. There was no Marvel app at the time, or at least I didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I did download comic books when I was living in Saudi Arabia, and yes, I still feel terrible about it. Anyway, I don't do that anymore though. But yeah, you couldn't download pornography. You could download movies, regular movies, and if they didn't realize that there was nudity in it, well, then you got some nudity out of it. But if it was reported, it would immediately be gone before they even checked it out, and they wouldn't even bother checking it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, not cool. But yeah, I told him, and he went out of his way to find a bootleg copy, and just like, yep, found it. I was like, oh, cool. So did you take up smoking? Like, yeah, he loved Halle Berry, and I'm like, yeah, she's pretty. Like, her face is pretty, but I never got into Halle. It is what it is. I know. Going to be people like, you're stupid. Whatever. I'm cool with that. And the only movie I actually liked her in was Saving Isaiah. And I know there's a bunch of people like, oh, she was horrible acting in there. I disagree. I liked the movie as a whole. I liked her in the movie. Like, to me, it felt like she was really struggling in the movie. Like, I could actually empathize with her. I felt her pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Samuel L. Jackson was in that too, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure that was him. And like, it was a really, really good movie. Like, absurdly good movie. My opinion, absurdly good movie. Maybe I'll watch it again and be like, this sucked. But I remember back in the day, that and Finding Bobby Fischer or Searching for Bobby Fischer were like my two favorite movies. Absolutely love those movies. I just sent it and I didn't know the whole team. Oh, you just sent it? Okay, so let's see what you got there, Sean. Oh, my stars and garters. Yeah, right? I love when Beast does. Well, I kind of like when he says that. That can get old. I just subbed to your channel. Good work. To True Fan Forum? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Denny Catch. Also, Comic Man Jake has a channel also, and he's getting up there in members. Actually had a really good video talking about, oh, come on, why is it jumping? Talking about the movies, the Justice League movies and all that crazy stuff. What the frick? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're at Dick Fillmore's comment. Okay, so let's see. Ba-bang, ba-bang, ba-bang. Wanted, X-Men. Yes, this is the one that you sent me. So I see Havoc, Colossus, Dazzler, not Thunderbird, he's Warpath, Beast. Okay, cool. Let me try and expand that a little bit. And there we go. So that's the... jeez. Let me pull this back up so I can actually see. Okay. So this is actually it. Issue number 13 of Astonishing X-Men. That's the team. Not too shabby. Not too shabby if I did say so myself. Yeah, I knew you sent me that, darn it. Okay, I like the original Stormwatch. Oh, Dick Fillmore said Danny Catch Ghost Rider until Hearts of Darkness crossover with Wolverine and Punisher. Okay, yeah, Danny Catch Ghost Rider. Yeah, that is actually 90s, isn't it? Yeah, that is actually really good. I dug that. Stormwatch was good also. Yeah, for Raven. Raven was asking about that stuff. I still love when Beast attacked Ahab and he was like, how are you holding my weapon in that future? Somehow, other crossover, it was 4 or 5 issues. You know what I actually really like about Beast, Joe Fisher, is Dark Beast. I really like Dark Beast, particularly when they're both dealing with each other. Roy MacArthur, Jafakins, yeah, I know. oh, gotcha, okay, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, I get it. I keep forgetting the name of it. Does anybody remember that name that Joe Fisher's looking for? Still loved it when Beast attacked Ahab. Darn it. Rory, Jamaican accent is nice until they are cussing at you. Oh, well, that's until anybody's cussing at you. You know what the two scariest languages that you could be cursed at in? German and Arabic. Not joking. Reggie Simmons, that's it. Brevin Campbell. Hey, what's up, Brevin Campbell? I made it to the live show. Yes, you did. Dark Beast movie be even better with Kelsey Grammer playing him. Can he do an evil? No. You know who I want playing an evil beast, like a Dark Beast? What the heck is his name? Okay, the movie Ricochet with Denzel Washington and this guy. What was his name, guys? What the heck was his name? He was also in Amazing Stories or something like that. For crying out loud. John Lithgow. F. Kelsey Grammer. You want Kelsey Grammer playing regular Beast again? I'm down. I loved him as regular Beast. That was one of the very, very few good points of X-Men 3, Last Stand. But I want John Lithgow playing Dark Beast. That's what I want. Make that movie now. Just take my money. I would watch the heck out of that. I only know one language and speak it badly, mispronounce it all the time. Plus, yes, Rob impressions. Right on. That's perfect for Rob. Actually, a bad guy in Mark for Death is actually Jamaican. Basil Wallace. Oh, really? Mark for Death, they had a bad... okay. Oh, he actually was. Oh, okay. Marked for Death, the main bad guy. Yeah, Screwface. Screwface actually was Jamaican. Okay, cool. That's cool. So both versions of him and his brother. I did like Screwface in the movie. I thought it was cool, but like all those other guys playing him was terrible. Oh my God, Serena Williams, booties for days. Yeah, can you bring your wife on? Because that would be funny to see that. No, I agree. I agree. My wife is like insanely jealous. I don't know about insanely jealous, but she can be very jealous. She can be very jealous. I remember I was talking to the Nerdarchy guys, like a whole bunch of us. We were on a live chat. We were just talking, and it was before we actually went live. We were just hanging out talking, and we were talking about the best butts in comics. And of course, we are talking about the best female butts in comics, even though Megan Miller was there, a renowned author of multiple novels. But she was into it too, which was cool. We were talking about it, and I was like, all right, guys, Psylocke has a great butt, but let's be realistic. The best butt in comic books, hands down, goes to Rogue. Sorry, I got to do it. And they're like, okay, yeah, I agree, because she's had like some of the best, like even in the cartoon, like, yeah, they've always drawn her with the best butt. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about, best butt. So I got up to go and refill my water bottle, and my wife is standing there looking at me, and she's like, I'm sorry, who has the best butt? I'm like, all right, babe, I'm talking about comic books. Are you in a comic book? No, you are not in a comic book. So, no, you don't count. Like, oh my God, are you serious? I like Fish Mooney more than Halle Berry. Fish Mooney is, what the heck is her name? Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, she's got her moments. I think that it depends on what she's in. Yeah, I think it depends on what she's in. Red Black Cane, my birthday was last week. Yeah, yes, and I didn't do the podcast last week. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but I did get to see Jim Starlin, so I only feel half as bad as I probably should. Dude, I had a lot of behind-the-scene comments with him, which were awesome. Had a lot of behind-the-scene comments with Leonard Kirk, who is the guy who drew the. He's not drawing this current run of Black Panther, but the previous one, the other one that Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote, and he actually drew this for me because of our conversation. And I was talking, I was like, dude, I'm crying because you two brought Adversary back. And, as a guy who's part native, I'm like, oh my God, that's Adversary. Like, I turned the page and I saw that the big reveal for the main bad guy who came out that portal was Adversary in that issue, and it was the penultimate issue, and I didn't know you were canceling the comic book, and I was like, and I actually, like, I'm not joking, dude, I got physically scared. And this is a guy, Leonard Kirk, who draws while he talks, like Jack Kirby used to do. He's drawing while he's talking to me. And I'm sitting there talking so much about about this one issue that he did like 4 or 5 issues ago where there was no sound, and he pretty much wrote the comic book because there was only sound in the beginning and the end. No onomatopoeias, no nothing. Just his art and the fighting, the Dora Milaje fighting. And I was like, dude, that was amazing. And he actually put his pen down to talk to me. And he was just telling me like the behind the scenes, like where the idea came from. And he actually got the idea from that one scene in Akira Kurosaki's Run. That was like he got it from there. And if you guys saw that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And great scene, and like in the comic books, great scene. And with Adversary, he told me 2 important things. He's like, I don't even know why it was canceled. I know that they wanted to jump on the new Fresh Start, so that was a big deal. So that probably came directly from C.B. Cebulski. So he had to wrap up that final battle in 1 issue. I'm like, that was terrible. I was so mad that comic book ended, man. I am so mad. So he's like, yeah, I'm upset about a couple things. I want to do a couple things in there. One of the things I wanted to do was actually wanted to change Adversary's outfit. I was like, why? It's classic. It's memorable. You see him and you right away know who he is. He's like, yeah, but I always felt it was too tropey. It's like, yeah, here's a Native American in a pair of, not ruffled, but, pants with like the tethers on them all down, and bare-chested, but like the long, headdress on with some makeup on. It's like, that's about as racist as you get, when you talk about Native Americans, for crying out loud. I was like, I wasn't offended. I'm a small part Cherokee, but I wasn't offended, and I know Forge is Navajo, so like there was that relationship, so he knew him from the Navajo stories, but still, like I wasn't bothered by that. Excuse me. Actually, was he Navajo? Crap, now I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, and then and the other thing was Jim Starlin. Probably the biggest thing I could say about Jim Starlin's behind the scenes stuff is while I was setting up the camera, he was asking me a lot of questions. Like he was asking me questions, which I thought was awesome. But I asked him two things that never made it on camera. I said, Dreadstar, is that you? And he's like, yeah, I did model it after me. So put an end to that controversy. That, yes, that is him. And the other thing was, I said, is there anything off the books? Anything off the record? Or not anything off the record. Anything that's like a fine red line. You don't want to talk about it. He's like, not that I don't want to talk about, but I am really bored to death talking about my departure from Marvel. I was like, all right, cool. So anything you tell me about it, I could talk about off camera. He's like, oh, I don't care about that. I just don't want to talk about it on camera. I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, honestly, like my opinion, their loss. He's like, I hear you and I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I do wish it could have been more amicable, but he actually had a fallout with not CB Cebulski, Tom Brevoort. He and Tom Brevoort actually don't like each other, and it's apparently a lot more on Tom Brevoort's side. They both had an argument with each other, and it is what it is, and Brevoort never forgave him, so to speak. So him giving Donny, and he's not mad at Donny Cates at all. You know what I'm saying? Jim Starlin is not mad at Donny Cates at all because he knows it's not his fault. It's Tom Brevoort's fault. That's, again, this is not me saying, this is me just relating what happened. He's like, he wanted to get back at me for the longest time, so he started delaying my comic book, and he gave ideas to, like case in point, the death of Thanos, you know, and stuff like that. What happens to him in the future, all these things. That's actually stuff that's happening because there's a 3-part Jim Starlin story that's coming out. Issue 1 or part 1 is already out. It's called Infinity Siblings. All right. When all 3 parts come out, I'm going to do a spotlight and story on all 3 of them. But for now, Infinity Siblings is out, and then part 2 and 3 are going to come out at some point also. But yeah, Tom Brevoort is the way that Jim Starlin sees it is Tom Brevoort's just messing with him, trying to delay it, giving away, you know, the ending. So it's like, oh, Donny Cates did it first. You know, Jim Starlin's just copying when it was really Starlin's idea for the longest time. And Brevoort just kept on delaying. He's like, oh, I'm editing this, and like there's just so many delays, and just in his opinion, he's like, it's unprofessional. He's like, you finally got me back. Fine, have fun. There's only but so much he can do, you know, to really mess with it. The book is coming out. The books are coming out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah. So that's kind of messed up. Anything else that was said in private? Not really. I can't think of anything else like major. Like, you know, mostly just us shooting the crap while I'm setting up my camera and everything. Happy trip around the sun? What? You're taking a trip around the sun? Have fun with that. I would say Holly is the ultimate woman, but she's incredibly pretty. I also adore Michelle Pfeiffer ever since she did Lady Hawk. Oh, Lady Hawk was great. It's such a classic beauty. Agree. Happy belated birthday to Red Black King. Yeah, everybody's getting on that. Rory, was Country Cottage Con good? I was actually just talking about my favorite part of Country Cottage Con. It was good because there was a lot of stuff there and not a lot of people there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I hate Fan Expo. I hate the crowds in Fan Expo. And anybody who's been to Fan Expo Toronto knows. Fan Expo Canada in Toronto specifically. Everybody here who's been there knows. The building is horrible. It's horrible. Everything is jam-packed. It's like most of what you're doing is traveling and negotiating paths. And there's always somebody to yell, like, I don't care. Like, I was in the Army. So hearing somebody trying to be a voice of authority, I laugh at them. So if I see somebody with a cool costume, like, dude, come over to the side, let me take a picture of you really quick. And there's always, you know, some security guard or two, you know, no, you got to keep moving. And I don't even talk to them. I don't look at them. I don't give them the time of day. I ignore it. Keep on yelling, dude. I'm taking a video, not a picture. And even if I'm taking a video, I can edit you out. You mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like taking videos and like, you know, and taking pictures. Like, dude, that is awesome. Thank you so much, man. Take it easy, brother. Have a good time, saying at the expo. Yeah. And just start walk right past the other guy. Don't even give him the time of day. So we got to keep it. If they say something as I'm walking by, got to keep moving. I was like, yeah, do your job some other place and just like walk by. Like, what are you gonna do? Saying you're not gonna put your hands on me, so shut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed. I laughed at one guy in the Country Cottage Con. I laughed at this one guy because he was a big dude. All right. He reminds me of the difference between a cop and a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Us soldiers were usually tall and lean. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand that cardio is way more important than anything else. That's the reason why police don't like to chase you. That's why you see online all the time police just shooting people because I'm not chasing you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's in America at least, it's not illegal to run away from the cops. That's a Supreme Court edict. Just saying. But what do you call it? Yeah, like cops are built to be big because they're built to restrain. They're not built to chase. You know what I'm saying? Soldiers are built to run, to charge, to strategic withdrawal, to retreat. We never run away. But, strategic withdrawal and retreats, you know what I'm saying? Those things. Like we're falling back to the secondary fighting positions, all sorts of crazy. We're built for movement, road marches and everything. Because it is pointless having an army if you can't get to the place that you need to be. And you can't always take tracked vehicles or wheeled vehicles or airdrop people there. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. So mobility is the most important part of being in the military. So soldiers are built for cardio. Cops are built for strength. You know what I'm saying? So here's this guy who clearly couldn't make it on the police force. You know what I'm saying? And he's as tall as me, maybe a little bit taller, and he's just huge. And like, his legs were a little bit bigger than Guido's, but I looked at this guy and all I could think of was Guido, strong guy from the X-Force, or X Factor. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at this guy and he's crossed-armed and he's just looking at me. And I'm sure he's looking at everybody as they're walking in. But I'm walking in, I was like, hey, I'm with vendor such and such. Like, I didn't pay to get in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay to get in. I was with the vendor. You know what I'm saying? I was with my local Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles. Carlos, you're freaking awesome. I said that to him multiple times. But the point is, he got me in. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked for press passes. They apparently don't understand the purpose of advertising, which is why that little image that I had at the beginning of this is the press that I'm giving them. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. I was at Country Cottage Con. That's it. You don't want to give me a press pass because you don't understand it. You want to try and make $40 out of this as opposed to get covered. Your choice, brother. Your choice. I saw the guy who was running around and he was staring me down the whole time. Like he wanted to come over and ask me how I got in or whatever. I got my stamp. I smiled at him and I kept on walking around and I did my own thing. And I was not interested in covering the Cottage Con. I was not interested in covering the Comic-Con at all. You didn't give me a press pass to, like, I get press passes to Toronto Comic-Con and to Fan Expo, and you don't want to give me to your rinky-dink little tiny cottage country con? You don't want to give me press pass for that? Okay, dude. There you go. You didn't get paid anyway, and I'm not covering you. So there's that. What do you call it? So, like, when you're a vendor, you get 7 spaces for free in the place. You know what I'm saying? And that's for each table that you're going to get. And Gotham Central had 2 tables. So they had 14 passes. They didn't need that many people coming in. So they got me in, for free-ish. Anyway, so anyway, like, he was just looking at me the whole time because he recognized me. I'm like, I'm not covering. I asked you if I could have direct access to you and actually talk about the con and advertise and everything, but nope, you're not interested? Then I'm not interested. Bye. So I just walked by him every time as he's like looking at me, whatever. The security guard, though, was like staring. I don't know if he was staring everybody down, but he was staring me down. And like, I'm this guy, like, I don't care, man. I've been in the martial arts since I was 8 years old. And I know something that most people don't understand about fighting. I don't care how big you are. You've got eyeballs. You've got a nose. You've got a jaw. You've got a neck. You've got a trachea specifically on that neck. You've got a groin. You've got ankles. You've got Achilles tendons. You've got every single 360 pressure points on the human body. You know what I'm saying? 361 actually. Like, I'm not impressed. I don't care how big you are. You know what I'm saying? We've all got the same weak points. It doesn't matter how strong you are. I actually know how to fight. So I don't have to feel intimidated when I see a huge guy staring at me. So I saw this big guy, and he's literally just staring me down. He's got this scowl on his face. and I just got stamped, and I go walking, it's like, thank you, and I threw my camera on, like I had my camera around my neck, and I threw my tripod back on. I start walking, and I turn, and I look, and as I'm like leaning over, and I look up at this guy, he's just got this grimace on his face, and it's like, and for like a couple of steps as I'm walking by, I'm laughing loudly. And like just this look on his face is like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Come on, man. Come on. Unbelievable. Like, how old do you think I am? I'm gonna be afraid of some big guy, staring at me. Come on, dude. Unbelievable. So yeah, that was funny, and it was kind of mean afterwards, but you know what? That's on him. That's on him. He's the one who wanted to try and look like a tough guy. Why? For what point? The blinking eye. Oh, that's for Sean Sadrai, my Eye of Agamotto. Comics Jake, see you later, dude. Oh yeah, dude, I gotta go too. Yes, the building is. I love going into Artist Alley. I'm like, look at the pretty. You know what I like? I like going in there and going, how am I gonna move? I'm saying, how am I gonna move from here to there? That's the thing that kills me. I'll probably be going to Fan Expo because I do love Fan Expo. I just don't like the building. But yeah, it's brutal. Fan Expo, you get trapped in a basement basically. But I do love it. Yeah, there's just so much there. I just wish that there were extensions to it, Oh, you have... Oh, gotcha. Okay, Dick Fillmore, I get it. Happy trip or other fun. Hey, Wobbles Z. Wobbles, what's up, dude? Anyone excited for Fan Expo this year? What do you guys give me what percentage do you guys give me to find a key for Link? $300. Anyone have a chance of getting Amazing Spider-Man 121 for $300? Okay, that's interesting. What I'm actually interested in is Walt Simonson supposed to be a Fan Expo candidate this year? Because if he is, that's the most important thing in the world to me right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's the most important thing to me in the world. If I can get an interview with him and his wife, that would be even better. But just being able to go up and meet him, shake this guy's hand, get him to sign my first appearance of Beta Ray Thor. Oh yeah. Red Black Cane. I was not lean in the army, but I had great endurance. You have to, Red Black Cane. You gotta have great endurance in the military. And everybody knows those those really big guys, the big guys who join the military, and you just look at them like, what are you even doing here, dude? Saying, what are you doing here? It's like those guys who just get winded from doing like the endurance course. Like the two main courses that we have, the endurance course and the confidence course. If you get afraid of heights or something like that, you're not going to do well here. And if you can't run uphill and downhill also, but if you can't run up and downhill and go over negotiate certain obstacles with a protective mask over your face where you can barely breathe in, and you're sopping wet at the end of it, if you can't do that without dying, you're not going to make it in the military. And we're all about endurance. We're all about endurance. Guido, Professor Bill's favorite Italian superhero. Oh, he's such an embarrassment. They might as well call him Guinea Wop. You know what I'm saying? By the way, for the sake of conversation, Guinea just means the Guido Italian, but the WAP is actually supposed to be an acronym. It means without papers. Yeah, because a lot of us came over without papers. So yeah, interesting. They were very mean to us. Not as mean as it's currently happening at the border, but hey, what do I know about that? What is this? Well, good night all. See you later, PA. Go to sleep, my kids. You ready for Coates' Captain America? Yes, Sean. I can't wait to see exactly what's going on. And I put a funny little thing up on Twitter. John Byrne is at Fan Expo this year, but he's not signing anything. Well, then what's he doing? Whatever. You know what? If he's doing a sit-in, I will sit in for that, dude. Forget about it. 121. Is that Gwen? No, that can't be Gwen. Back in 121? Oh, Gwen's the original Gwen. Sorry, I'm thinking Spider-Gwen. Yeah, I had to remember it's Dick Fillmore talking. He's not. I wanted my X-Men 109 signed by Byrne. Really? He's got to be signing something. Schmern1. What's up, dude? Big difference between people who think they're badass and people who know they're badass. 11 Bravo. Exactly. Yeah, I was 11 Bravo. I was infantry soldier. I was also 88 Mike. That's because they said I couldn't see well enough. And then I got to my deployment station. Like, hold on a second. You're supposed to be infantry. You're an effing truck driver? Yeah. Why? Well, I couldn't see very well. Take this M16. Get out there. Literally. They say, what did you shoot in basic? BRM, basic rifle maneuvers. I was like, I shot expert. I shot 36 out of 40. You shot 36 out of 40? Yeah. But they say you can't see. Yeah. Get this guy hooked up, quartermaster. Get this guy hooked up with a rifle. Put me out immediately. And I shot 38 out of 40. And no, wrong answer. They got me on paperwork. I was out of there in 3 weeks. And back getting my infantry qualification, which only took 2 weeks at this point. It's the funniest thing in the world. Army, you can't do this. Army duty station, yes, you will. Boom, okay, fine. Come on, man. Paperwork. Military intelligence, right? We're the biggest oxymorons in the world. What do you call it? Yeah, that's why I always think that the police are when police try to be mean. I'm always like, dude, hold on. Sorry, just really quick before you continue with this attitude, brother. Listen, I'm former military, okay? And you are not going to find anybody in the world who is more respectful of that badge and that uniform and your rank and your station than somebody who's in the military, unless you're going to insult me. So I get it. You're a little bit hot. Breathing exercises, count to 10, whatever you got to do. Dude, I will be the most helpful person in the world. If you're a jerk to me, I'm just going to reflect it back. So please, let's start all over again. And usually they're incapable of doing that. That's such a shame. But police get crappy training compared to soldiers. Think about it. Look up their training. When's the last police academy you've ever seen? And I'm not talking about that awesome movie. Okay. So Wobbles. Roy MacArthur only has Star Trek books. Oh. Womp womp. Oh, is that that whole border thing? Because yeah, that was annoying. That was very annoying seeing that. Bill, I'm 69 years old. I know that. Whatever I said that you said, that, I know that, and I know that you. Yeah, and again, yes, happy birthday. I know you just turned 69. I know you know all that stuff, dude. 41 and immature. I'm gonna be 43 in. Not this Saturday, next Sunday. Oh, cool. Okay, so the next podcast I do will be the day before I turn 43. So, yeah. Raven, I'm 42, yo child. Mentally, I'm 903. Okay. All right, so guys, I'm going to go eat because, I'm hungry and stuff. So, I hope this was a good podcast. I hope I had some good fun. I had fun. I hope that you guys had some fun with it. Yeah. I'm going to be thinking about, Suan, your idea for the trivia show. That could actually be really fun. Joe Fisher, your birthday is July 10th, 2 days after mine. I'm a July 8th. I think both of our parents were going for Born on 4th of July, right? Which was a really tragic, sad movie. Suan, Bill is, thank kindly for the podcast. Again, no worries, lady. Raven, is Secret Wars 2 worth the read? Secret Wars 2 plus the tie-ins could be worth the read. It depends. It honestly depends on you. It depends on your reading preferences. I want to do a spotlight and story on that, but that's probably going to take another month and a half to get to there. We'll see. But I do want to do a spotlight and story for that because it is kind of important. But yeah, I don't know if you're going to like it or not. We'll see. Anyway, honestly, dude, that's up to you. Ask some of the other guys. Anyway, yeah, I'm out. Guys, thank you so much for saying what's up and all that good stuff. And I'm out. I got to go eat. I don't even know what's for dinner, dude. Wife is home, so she cooked. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.